Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is March 25th, 2017. This is the home of cryptocurrency straight talk. No fancy setter graphics, just information. Hello, guys in chat. Carlos, Artichoke, and Ice. I'll be there after the show. Thanks for the Litecoin. Thanks for the Ethereum Classic that actually came a few days ago. I'm late on saying thanks. And thanks for the Bitcoin. Barry. Thank you, Barry, the great Steemit guy for the Steem. I linked to his Steemit page before. Thanks for the Coinbase affiliate link. I have an affiliate link. Someone bought through there. Please use it. It's below. My Trezor affiliate link is also listed below. Get yourself a Trezor. Don't store your Bitcoin at an exchange. The Trezor actually will split your Bitcoin for you if, God forbid, there is a hard fork. So I also linked to my Twitter account, which has awesome updates throughout the day on it, at TechBalt. You guys have to check that out and subscribe to it or whatever it's called. This week in Bitcoin link is below in the notes section also. Always check out that notes section. And Tone, actually on the This Week in Bitcoin show, he brought up, Tone Vase brought up a great point that Segwit, there already was a compromise. Long ago, Segwit was the compromise. Also, he said that this battle that's going on is for the presidency of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin Core, Segwit, they don't have a presidency. They don't have a president. So that's the way you should go here, people. So you can learn a lot on This Week in Bitcoin. It was a great show. Lauren Gamaroff and what's his name was on there? I'm drawing a blank. Renegade Investor also. So what is a Bitcoin user anyway? Everyone says, "Oh yeah, what's a Bitcoin user?" I don't know. I'm an earner of Bitcoin. We don't hear much about those type of people, and I don't want a medal. I don't want a prize. I'm pleased with how Bitcoin works. I mean, I don't want a bailout, even though high transaction fees have made it not worthwhile for people to send me less than $5 worth of Bitcoin. They just use Litecoin instead. What a novel concept. You too could be a Bitcoin earner if you believe in its value. Simple thing to do is post content on Steemit and earn Steem to convert to Bitcoin. You can also ask for Bitcoin donations on whatever content you make, even if it has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Be a Bitcoin consultant, be a Coinbase or a Trezor affiliate link guy. Sell your art for Bitcoin. None of this requires instant or fast confirmation times. And depending on your rate that you charge people, the current fees don't matter. And if they do matter, then use Litecoin and convert it to Bitcoin on the BTC-E exchange, where you can do it pretty anonymously. Hey, there are not many of us Bitcoin earners out there. And we don't expect or demand special treatment. But in theory, it could be lucrative for you to be one. So Vinny Lingham has a tweet out there, and it says, it's very clear that most people who are invested in altcoins want Bitcoin to split and encourage divisible rhetoric and vitriol. I wouldn't say most, but it's clearly an interesting observation on his part. There are some altcoin people that are very loud out there who want to cause all sorts of trouble so Bitcoin can split because they think they're going to take over. Not good. So no split news here. In the following link that I'm about to share, which is from thefool.com, Motley Fool, they don't talk about the possible Segwit split or anything like that in the mainstream media. They just talk about how the prices jumped around a lot and that it's hard to set up a wallet and buy Bitcoin, which is an interesting observation on their part. But again, I just wanted to share, you should click on that link below. And the Vinny link is also below. All the links I mentioned are below. And see what the outside world is thinking about Bitcoin. This article was published today on the Motley Fool. Mentions nothing about what we're talking about here, what everyone's been yelling about. we're making way too big of a deal about, I think. So 50% Litecoin Segwit rumor going on. No, unfortunately, I believe one of the Litecoin Segwit updates, the one I actually have been linking to every once in a while, is incorrect, is buggy. That is what people are saying. And we need to start using the Litecoin-Segwit.info one, which shows that the Litecoin Segwit adoption, unfortunately, I think is around 22% still. People did get pumped. Litecoin really needs to do Segwit. It's a lesson that we can all learn from. And speaking of holding, I believe that if you have Litecoin already, you got to hold it. I'm holding my Litecoin. I have some for various reasons. And speculation that it goes through Segwit, I mean, it could set in motion great things for Bitcoin if it actually is more than speculation and it actually does Segwit. And I wouldn't be shocked if Bitcoin has a price spike when Litecoin finally adopts, if it adopts Segwit. And I guess and that's why you hold your Litecoin, because in theory it could also jump considerably if it adopts Segwit. So this is a roller coaster, people. Obviously, this Bitcoin the price has been a roller coaster. I have warned you all about this. Be a man about it, people. Be a man about it. Like 95% of you are supposedly men, according to YouTube and my observations in the Bitcoin world. There's like no women. Should we call Fridays FUD Friday, by the way? It seems like every Friday, these last 2 Fridays at least, there's been a panic and the price has dropped below $900. And I mean, this day brings the most extreme panic FUDsters out and price drops. We'll have to see if next Friday is the same. Be prepared for it, though. Be prepared. Have a strong hand. The fun is just starting. Maybe they'll wait around. Maybe people are just waiting around for the weekly shows to come about, and then that's when they like to start spreading the fear. I don't know. That'd be funny. Well, will they break you if this happens every Friday, though? I mean, ask yourself that question. Don't be a broken person. You're not in they're not torturing you here. And not me. They're not going to break me. I have no fear. No fear, people. People come to this channel because it has info and good guests and no fear. I'm a guy who stands for something, and I'm an original. Look at this hair. It's original. If you don't like it, then, well, you haters, you haters just keep coming back anyway, and you keep making me YouTube bucks. So whatever. I don't care if you leave or go or say things about my mother or whatever. Go ahead. Say something about my hair. All right. So Andreas has this new video, 2 new videos out that people recommend. They're cool. The longer one is kind of, I mean, whatever. I like the shorter one. So I linked to both of them below. Don't micromanage your Bitcoin. Okay. That's another lesson we got to learn from all these FUD and everything. Every darn second, don't worry about your Bitcoin. About, oh, the price just went up 10. Oh, I mean, be more like that guy, Mike Cernovich, who I've been telling you about, who's going to be on 60 Minutes tomorrow. He's a guy, he's outside the Bitcoin world. He just bought his Bitcoin, put it on a keep key, actually. He doesn't have a Trezor. And then he put it in a safe deposit box. He never looks at the price at all. Now, I'm not saying don't look at the price at all, although you could do that. You're going to go insane if you watch every single Bitcoin price move. It's just not healthy. If it drops 10, so I need to sell. Up 15, need to buy back. Horrible. Just have a strong hand. Buy and hold, or just hold. Okay. And it's funny how the second today the Bitcoin goes under $915, all these guys who can't show their faces and who hide jump all over Tone Vays, and they're celebrating the end of Bitcoin, saying how wrong Tone is, and you know, while Tone puts his face out there and travels the globe for Bitcoin. Okay, it's really interesting how these guys can come out in 1 second, be real tough, hiding when against Tone Vays, who's a real man who goes out there and talks the talk. And as I have said before, make your own channel. Put yourself out there and see how easy it is. Seriously. Be a man. Come on. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Be tone vase. If you rip on tone vase, then be tone vase. All right. So, by the way, when you sell, you pay U.S. taxes if you're a U.S. citizen. A lot of you are complaining, oh, Coinbase is telling on me. Well, then don't sell, for God's sakes. They are going to tell on you. And that's what Tone's been telling you the whole time. The people who rip on Tone. That's what he's been telling. He goes to the freaking back alley to buy his Bitcoin. You want to, then you have a right to complain about you paying your taxes or whatever. No, everyone should complain about paying their taxes. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore about that. If you complain about Coinbase, go to the back alley like Tone. So anyway, we're in an era of impulsivity here. There's this era of impulsivity has clearly started, led by a few very vocal, impulsive people who have been given way too large of a stage, by the way, and no longer should be given a stage, these impulsive bailout wanners. Guys in the comments here are screaming, sell all your Bitcoin. Absolutely impulsive stuff. Go 100% Ethereum. Absolutely impulsive. Think long-term, people. Do you think this will never pass, what's going on? Have we not been through drops before? Have I not warned of drops before? Will there be more drops and issues in the future? Yes, yes. Have you watched these videos at all? Bitcoin is known worldwide. I have seen it firsthand. And then a few people know about Ethereum and others have heard of Litecoin. Then what? Then what? What else is there after that? So I stand firm with Bitcoin. I stand firm with no compromise with terrorists. I support Segwit. All right? I can wait this out. Remember, when I prepared all of you long ago, Bitcoin at $1,000 in 2020, that is still fine with me. Again, I will buy at least 20 more by the time it hits 500, if it goes that low, God forbid. And which probably means I'll buy some along the way around 700 also. Also, remember, if there is a sudden black swan event, people won't be buying Dash and Litecoin and Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. They will be buying Bitcoin. You never know when that will happen. Remember, as is in the current state, Bitcoin is already being used in places like Venezuela and Zimbabwe to get value out of the country. Bitcoin is being used. It has a purpose currently. And if you can't buy your Starbucks, whatever, dude, it has a purpose right now. It's being used right now. If you want a whore, go use your Bitcoin on the back alley. Okay? It has and that sounds dirty, but it's a real purpose. So think about that. Hey, so I'm having a little bit of a contest for support Segwit. If you make a video explaining how to set up a Bitcoin Core node, you film it, I will link to it. I will share it here. I know Tone is going to do something like that on his channel where he's going to actually set one up. But I don't know if he's going to have a contest to reward others, but I am. And even if you, and not just one winner, anyone who does this, I will promote your video. I will promote your channel. If you just have a pro Segwit video, I'll give you promote your channel, promote your video on here too. Hey, I know it's not much of a contest, but I mean, hey, it's free promotion, whatever. Hey, pound that like button, people. I see we have 112 people in the chat right now. Hey, and Tone is in the chat. He's not in the back alley. What is this back alley thing I'm talking about? So make it clear. I want to make it clear. There's no compromise here with me. I am against a hard fork. There should be no compromise with anyone. A hard fork, a contentious hard fork, will set Bitcoin back. People are already confused on what to do and how to prepare for the darn thing. Imagine when new people come. Well, what Bitcoin do I want? I see Bitcoin.com has this China coin. Is that Bitcoin? Which one is which? It adds an extra step to the purchase decision process if there's some altcoin out there that's trying to masquerade as Bitcoin. Okay, so we don't want a compromise with the hard fork. We don't want a hard fork. Just don't negotiate with these terrorists. So some here, some people seem to have short-term memories here also, or have horrible, I mean, they can't think beyond like a week ago. There's so many of you, actually. I mean, there's like at least 10% of the Bitcoin community are just convinced when somebody says something like 40 times, they repeat their talking point 40 times, and they're like, yes, you are correct. You are correct. Tell me more. No, but I mean, they don't have any memory. Remember when Bitcoin was $700 back in late October? And now it's like in the 900s. And you're like ready to like lose your, I mean, that's a dirty word. I gotta, but anyway, you're in panic mode. The price goes up, the price goes down. Dudes, just be a man. So here's a poll, a link to a poll. 1,900 people, it's an unscientific poll, and 89% of the people said if there is a, God forbid, a Bitcoin fork, that they would support the regular Bitcoin over the China coin, okay? That's quite overwhelming. So, and I guess the other people will be going to Starbucks or something. So new money, it appears that some people have said that new money is going into altcoins. And there's no proof of this at all. And here's a link below. There's a chart out there in this link that I'm linked to below. And it shows that the same amount of money that has left Bitcoin has gone into altcoins. So what's pumping up the altcoins is the Bitcoin, the people leaving Bitcoin. It's not new people coming in and saying, oh, I got to buy me some Dash. I have no idea how to use Bitcoin, how to buy Bitcoin. I'm going to buy Dash. No, I mean, that's unreasonable anyway. Imagine when 68% Bitcoin dominance becomes 80% again. What will happen to the price of the altcoins? Hey, Bitcoin is on sale if you have altcoins now, okay? I mean, you just got to decide when to cash in your altcoins, your inflated altcoins for Bitcoin. Hey, and if you have no faith in Bitcoin, hey, then I guess that's your thing. But I've got a lot of faith in Bitcoin. I've seen, again, it actually, people use it for stuff. So, and I don't know anyone who buys coffee with Bitcoin, to tell you the truth, that the people, I mean, there's one constituency out there that's trying to bail themselves out, that has some business, and important friends, and has a big name, and people call him Jesus. Remember, and he's got a problem. And you got to remember one thing about Jesus. Us Jews, we don't believe in Jesus. Remember that. Hey, so Bitcoin scaling meeting in May, and that has been announced. And so obviously, and I linked to that CoinDesk article below. And so it's obvious this situation of the status quo is going to obviously drag on at least until May. They're not going to try to do their China coin fork until then, at least. They need at least that much time. And people keep asking, well, when is this fork going to happen? When could it? Well, there's your first info right there, that they're going to have this meeting in May. And so otherwise, I don't know. I think they want more time, obviously. And how much of this is hyping and trying to make themselves scarier than they really are, and adding to the fear that, I mean, we're adding to the fear, by the way, by just hyping up these people, these paper tiger terrorists, bigger than they really are, when they should be ignored. Again, it's whatever. Just look at the node numbers out there, how much they favor Bitcoin Core, okay? And instead of paying attention, we've all been guilty of giving these whores attention, but they're attention whores, and we're giving these attention whores credit. We're unfortunately we're giving them too much. We're like weak men who pay attention to the whores. You don't do that. You just let them be. If woman, I'm ignoring you. Just women like those women that are promoting this thing, just ignore them. And by the way, I'm calling the miners bluff. I think they like the high fees and of the status quo, and they're just trying to stretch things out. They're just trying to stretch things out here. Go ahead, stretch it out. I don't give a darn about your high fees. It doesn't affect me. I don't need to buy frickin' and it doesn't affect most people. Buy and hold is most people out there, okay? Silent majority. And if you don't think that, then go to the real world, talk to some 40-year-old, 50-year-old who wants to get into Bitcoin. They want to get into it to preserve their wealth. All right? Get out of, stop listening to these end of the world videos out there and meet some real people and discuss, real people who have real money, what they want to do with Bitcoin, with their real money. All right. So the mainstream media has another lovely video out there, another article, Bitcoin is tearing itself apart. And again, that's what I predicted, that there are going to be more and more articles like that. They're just some will catch on, some won't catch on to what's going on here. But some are the ones that catch on are going to try to jump on Bitcoin. So the longer that these attention whore terrorists stretch this thing out, the more of these FUD articles you're going to have to deal with, and you're going to have to say, hey, this crap doesn't bother me. I'm holding on. I believe in Bitcoin for the long term. Hey, and if you don't believe in Bitcoin for the long term, then whatever. Go get yourself some, I don't know, a Quark or whatever, and speculate on Quark and see how well that goes for you in the long run. Anyway, I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. I post a new video here every day. I'm going to join you guys in the chat right now. I will talk to you later. Bye.